So we're starting pretty high for today, and I'm going to keep the intro a little bit longer. And it's only because I've gone ahead and unlocked the rocket spear on this account of mine, and I've managed to get it up to level 20. So you can see the hero equipment that I'm thinking of running. And of course, the army link will be in the description. That will remain the same as all the other videos I've done so far. So I'm just going to go ahead and very briefly mention two things. You're going to see a lot of content creators use the rocket spear at the start of the attack, but after a little bit of experiments, I have realized that you don't need to do the same in this army. You can use the Royal Champion the same way as you would normally do in a double hero charge. You can use it towards the end of the attack. You don't have to always consider using a Royal Champion at the start. It is just an increase in the flexibility that you have, and it's just something to consider. So you need to have a very flexible mindset. And the second tip is the pets. So you'll see I don't want to sacrifice the phoenix on my king, and the fox, I have noticed, sometimes goes ahead and just runs in front of the royal champion. Sometimes it goes ahead and just sticks around the trash buildings that are waiting for it. So just to that extent, all I've done is I've just gone and put the lassie for now. I feel like the phoenix is the best pet, do not get me wrong, but at the same time I feel like if you do not want to sacrifice the phoenix, then options like the lassie, the yak, and I believe frosty, like these three guys are fine. The owl and the lizard are not good options. So is the diggy, because these guys go straight into the enemy defense and immediately just cease to exist. The spirit fox you could try running, it's a bit of a risk, but it's entirely up to you. So that's about it. That's the intro and the explanation for my thoughts on the rocket spear to begin with. Let's do some live attacks, and once again let's just see if this equipment is really strong, and you guys can compare it. I've put out a lot of double hero charge equipments, double hero charge videos so far, and yeah, let's just see if it really does work out for us. So let's just go into our first attack of the day, and of course I'll talk you guys through it. Okay, interesting first base. I would like to get a fireball on the rage tower area, of course, but I need to obviously think a little bit. Uh, hmm. Okay, I'm gonna try to just abuse the fact that I have the angry jelly and the warden has an insane range over here. So we're gonna go and just take the monolith head on, and I'm gonna have a flame flinger targeting like this area of the base, which I've zoomed in on. I'm not using the drawing mode, only because um, I have to like be a little careful over here. That's the only reason. So yeah, you can see like baby dragon is doing a good job. Yeti to tank that mortar over there. My warden should. Oh, nice. We even pulled a Tesla, but I'm not sure if that's all too good, because my warden is going to go closer to this ricochet cannon now. Yeah. So looks like the angry jelly has detached. The warden should consider just like coming back over here and start fighting the monolith area. So we have a bit of time, and okay, looks like the Tesla's on the top of the base as well. So yeah, just gonna have to be a little bit careful. Nice, that Invis Tower has also popped. I will make him invisible over here. He is taking a lot of damage, and I'll even go ahead and rage him up a little like this, because obviously like okay, it's not obviously an ideal position. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to like take the town hall down directly, and then we can consider the next steps of this attack. So looks like town hall should go down very 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 soon. I'm not sure if I should like freeze him or something. Maybe what I can do is I'll freeze the monolith, I'll make the monolith also invisible, and I'll pop the fireball into this area. Okay, that's great. I'll go ahead and raise the warden because he's obviously gonna die, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's just see if we can like get this one still back over here. So I'm gonna give the healers to my queen, because she is gonna be in like trouble, and she is also going to immediately die apparently. So obviously a lot that's gone wrong to begin with. Maybe I should have just stopped being greedy. I should have just directly focused the fireball onto the monolith area, but I think we've got a good chunk of the base out. I'm just wondering how I can possibly even go ahead and finish the rest of this base over here. So because like the Invis Tower has obviously popped again, maybe I can try to trigger it with the help of a skeleton spell. I think that should be good enough. Yeah, so after I do this, maybe I'm just thinking out loud over here. So I should be able to do this. I have the Lassie also in front of me, and yeah. Now the rocket spear should come and help me clutch up a little bit. That Lassie will tank a little bit, just a little bit. Obviously, this is not going the way I expected it to, because I lost my warden as well as my queen through ability. So a lot of things went wrong, but that's fine. We'll just move on to the next one. Yeah. Let me just. I mean, there's no point in really retaining these. I should have. I'm not sure what I should have done differently in this one. I think I wasted too many spells on protecting the warden, and that was just the death of him at that point. So it's fine. Like, we made a mistake, and yeah, too many spells were wasted on him. We'll just move on to the next one. Alright, next base, and it's much more spread out than what we've had to deal with so far. But I think we should still be able to find an answer, right? It shouldn't be too complicated. Right, okay. So what I'm thinking is I will just go ahead and fireball the monolith. I'll get the clan castle and the multi-inferno, and I'm fine with that value. I will start the warden off to the edge over here just to make sure that I can try to manipulate the fireball pathing easily towards the monolith itself. So he'll go towards the air defense now, and after that I have to just like be a little careful. I will have to protect him over here definitely, and I might as well rage him up so that he just quickly gets through this entire area over here. And yeah, then it's just a matter of actually using the fireball. So I am aware that I didn't get the clan castle down right away, but honestly, like, these ice golems are severely damaged, and we're in a good spot. No complaints over here. I think we are in a very, very good spot to get started. So I'm just thinking out loud once again. I think I should not. I'm not going to think that the warden is going to go for the town hall kill over here. So I'm going to use a log launcher for my queen, and I should be able to hopefully get access to the town hall from there. So yeah, looks like the warden is going to go around the base a little bit, and let's just see. I'll have to pop my log launcher from a little high on the base. I will make my queen invisible. She's going to go through a lot of damage over here, so might as well. I think this is a good angle for the log launcher. Yeah, that's perfect. I'll also give. Should I give my queen a wall break? No, I'll let her beat on a wall for a little bit. Either way, I'll start funneling the king from the top over here so that he can walk into the base. And yeah, look at that. Like, the queen should be able to get that scatter shot down very easily. I should be able to pop my king ability super soon. He should go towards that enemy queen as well. Warden is also relatively safe as of now. And let me just see. I think I'll protect my warden over here. Yeah, queen is relatively safe, obviously. Yeah, I think with the frozen arrow, those guys will take up the entire core. Now it's just a matter of understanding if and where I need to use my royal champion. Let me try to trim out some defenses so I can get some good value for the rocket spear. And yeah, after that it's just a matter of popping her actually. So like, I'm gonna try to trim out some of these defenses over here, and then we can hopefully pop the rocket spear. So I'm just gonna go ahead, use the rocket spear right away, and we should be able to easily have some good distance on the rest of the base over here. So looking good. Yeah, that Lassie should tank a little bit for me, and not bad. This was a much better one. I still have my queen ability, which I can just pop into this back end as well. And you'll notice, like, the rocket spear is a little comfortable in terms of, like, you don't have to go into the damage. Like, I literally used her near the enemy king, but she was still able to kind of like outrange a lot of the defenses over here. So that works out perfect for us. And it's a triple that we got on the board. A lot of tricks that were used, which I talked about in the previous attacks. We'll just move on to the next one then. And no use really talking through those same tricks which I've kept using in all of my attacks so far. Yeah, we'll just move on to the next one. Okay, this is a base that we've actually done before. It's just that instead of like an invis tower at the town hall, we just have a builder hut, and they've replaced it with 2 poison towers. So that should actually help us out. Like, we should be able to get good pathing for our drill to open up some walls. I've done this base a billion times. I'm not gonna talk too much through it. Let me just try to concentrate a little bit over here, and hopefully I can get this down very, very efficiently. So yeah, let me just pull up all of those skeletons up to the top over here. Not much else to really do, and then I'll just like handle them. So yeah, the wizard and the super barbarian should be able to easily handle that. I will go ahead and drop my warden as well, those healers behind him. And yeah, I should be able to snipe this monolith pretty easily. So the only reason I didn't drop my warden initially was because I don't want to waste my angry jelly's duration at all. That's the gist of it. That's all you really need to know. And yeah, this should be pretty straightforward. So okay, if there's a Tesla fire, if there's this tornado trap over here, there might be some mines in the area. I don't want to lose my warden's fireball just yet. Yeah, that's great. I caught that one black mine, and I should be good to do this. Yeah, that's perfect. And now there's no complications as well with respect to taking the town hall down. Like there's literally no healing on the builder hut. I can just get started, honestly. I don't need to wait any longer. So let me just go ahead and like yeah, let me just do this. I'm not gonna waste any more time. I will immediately pretty much get started over here. Try to push the king also into that scattershot compartment, just like that. This should work wonderfully. I need to get this drill down over here in time. Okay, it looks like that's not going to happen, so I'm going to need to wall break once. Hopefully the drill opens up the second one. Yeah, the poison tower is a 2-tile window and it's only 1 tile away, so I think that works out perfectly fine. Yeah, looks like I can just poison up this area over here. Yeah, drill queen combo should easily take out. Okay, I have to remember I have the rocket spear now, not the hog puppet and haste trial. I've barely managed to save my warden, so this works out perfect. Aggressive rage for the Yetis as well as my I can't even talk. For my Yetis as well as my queen is what I'm trying to say over here. And I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pop the rocket spear into this area, and I can do something like this. Yeah, that should work out very well. So now she should go on towards this little area near the warden, and she still has her lassie alive, right? So that will act kind of like a tank for a little bit. I can go ahead and pop my own queen ability over here. It's the perfect time to do so. I might as well like rage up my queen as well as my royal champion, and yeah, we should be able to get this one down pretty easily. Like we saved our warden from a lot of damage. It's up to you to judge if the rocket spear is really better than the hog puppet and haste trial. So just these are just attacks. I'm just giving you guys information. You can feel free to do whatever you want. I feel they're more or less on equal par right now, but I also have a low level rocket spear. So if you have the capability to somehow upgrade the rocket spear past level 20, right now I feel level 20 rocket spear as well as like the hog puppet haste trial combination is like the same. But if you can go higher than that, like more importantly, what I'm trying to say is, you can see I only have 7 attack counts for level 20. I believe it goes up to 8 and even 9, not to mention the extra damage. So it could be better than the hog puppet and haste trial because it's just a lot of damage that you do not have to deal with. Plus with the pet combination I have, she has like a mini golem in front of her even after she's done. So it could even be better. It could even be better, especially when you have like a rage tower to end on. So she can just snipe most of the defense in that rage tower for you. It could be very convenient. It's up to you. So we'll just move on to the next one. Okay, this is the straightforward kind of setup that we can just deal with over here. I will dedicate my queen for this area, that's 100% certain. It's just a matter of how I'm going to be dedicating the rest of my resources. That's the gist of it, right? So let me just do the trick that I do with the healers to begin with, because I want to pop my warden ability as soon as possible so that there's no risk of running into any Teslas. That's all. So like exactly what I'm talking about, like Teslas, because people are trying to bait fireballs as well nowadays. You have to be careful. There's no doubt about it. Like literally people are trying to bait these fireballs using Teslas like this, and you just have to be careful now. So this is just higher legends. I don't think you would find anything like this a little bit lower. But the moment you enter like the top 1000 ranks at like reset, you can see like it's just people are trying to make sure you don't get that fireball value. It is as simple as that. And looks like the warden is prepped to go ahead and nicely get going for this eagle artillery area. And I also got a nice wall break for my queen, so we are chilling over here. I will just go ahead and make my warden invisible. He is definitely taking a lot of damage, and do the same with my queen over here now. Like I need to ensure that she stays safe, because now she's also going to be taking eagle artillery fire. I'm just gonna pop her ability because enemy queen, eagle artillery fire, X-bow, everybody at once, not gonna happen. So yeah, honestly, a good charge. I can't really ask for anything more, but I do need to be very, very, very careful with the queen over here because she's responsible for the town hall takedown. So hopefully my warden can funnel this out in time. What I'll do is I'll just quickly do this so that I can have the funnel going for my oops, don't die. Okay, great, thank god. Funnel going for my king. I'm unable to multitask efficiently, but you can see like this should work out relatively well, I think. I'm just gonna go ahead and freeze the town hall as well. No reason to really wait. I'm gonna pop the king ability into that backend invis tower, and we should be looking good over here. So yeah, honestly not bad at all. King is looking super strong to remove that entire invis compartment. Queen should turn around back as well over here, and we've still got a minute to spare. So really not concerned about this little bit that's really like waiting for us over here. It's obviously a crushed base. I'm sure this much is obvious. Maybe I'll just let my queen die over here. It doesn't really matter to me. Might as well throw in the rocket spear for the end. It doesn't really matter. Really doesn't matter. And yeah, we can just save on some resources at the end over here. So yeah, that rocket spear also dishes out splash damage. So your skeleton traps are not too much of a problem for her to deal with either. Either way, I probably didn't even need my Royal Champion in this one. It was crushed to begin with. This is the type of base which is the freest for the Fireball. Not much for me to really talk about over here. Just two tricks. Get your Fireball early. Do not fall for those Tesla baits. And the second one is the log launcher trick. I used a Yeti over here and I just angled the log launcher to go run through the invis tower while going for the town hall. So that way you can ensure the log launcher survives long enough to actually pop the invis tower, and then it's just a matter of like funneling out whatever is required to just push your king inside with the gauntlet to beat it all up. Simple attack. We'll move on to the next one. It's the same base, and I've thought about it a little bit, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually just go and not be greedy. I need to follow my own advice. I'm gonna just fireball the monolith, and then we'll see what to do from over there, right? So that's just the gist of what I'm thinking. I will just initially check if there's Teslas over here. There seems to be none, so I can do that trick where I launch the fireball like literally at the very beginning, and we should be good to go over here, just like that. Perfect. Okay, so now at least the warden should be able to manage taking the town hall down with relative ease. I do not have to worry too much about him, and I can go ahead and once again use the flame flinger the same way I used previously, at least when I tried to do this, right? That's the whole gist. So yeah, this archer tower should go down. Warden will eventually start heading to the town hall. Like this will be the pathing that he takes, so no problems over there either. Not concerned at all. Warden should be able to very safely take this town hall down. I don't think he will be in any trouble. Maybe I can just have a wizard behind. That angry jelly should also go ahead and pull any traps, and we should be good over there. I think I can let the warden just chill for a while. I don't need to worry about him. I'll just wait a little to see if he walks in a dangerous range of the ricochet cannon or something. I don't know just yet. So yeah, let me just go ahead and start my queen as well on the opposite side over here, and we'll just see how to go on from over here. I will give my warden one invis spell and a rage spell because he is going to start taking the fire from the eagle artillery, as you can see. And yeah, the rage tower should also pop very soon, so I need to really be careful. So yeah, I think he should be relatively okay with just that one rage spell of his own, but I will go ahead and make him invisible once again over here. And yeah, we can start also the king at the bottom. Maybe I'll give my warden another rage because that rage tower is still kind of going to work. I'll pop my queen ability over here. I'll need to freeze the CC. Yeah, okay, not looking too bad at all. So it's just a matter of whether my okay, warden should stick to the core, looks like at this point. I'll give my queen some access to the core so that she can tank this area a little bit better. And what I'll do is I'll just use my rocket spear at the bottom of the base over here like this, and I can even go ahead and support with a few what do you call it, super barbarians of my own. That's what I'm trying to say over here. And you can see this is looking much cleaner. It is going to be a 3-star, there's no doubt about that. And yeah, honestly, I'm much more satisfied with this one. So all I had to do is follow my own advice. Do not be greedy with the fireball. Just make it such that you can continue on with your heroes and allow them to live. I just tried to overcomplicate the first attack. I got my redemption on this one. So I hope I hope you guys also understand, like, you don't have to be greedy. This is just proof. Like, I messed up my very first attack, and this time when we got the base again, we absolutely just went and smashed it. So um yeah, we'll just move on to the next one. Just thinking where I should really place my fireball on this one. But if I think about it just a little bit, I think it's pretty straightforward. I can afford to not be greedy once again. I just need to aim for one of these two buildings. I will get the entire Rage Tower compartment down. I will have to be a little wary of like some Teslas, but that's about it. So let's just get started. No reason to really wait any longer. I'm not going to try to pull Teslas so that I can try to have the fireball quickly just erase that entire Rage Tower compartment, and then we can see what I need to do going forward from here. So yeah, I'm not going to place any baby dragon. I'm not going to place anything, nothing right now. I'm just going to have to like wait and like really see what happens next. So looks like my wardens are actually going to stick to right on this base on this one for a little bit, but I should be fine with that. I will just can I afford to delay? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure just quite yet. Either way, I'm thinking this is a base where I can experiment a little. So let me try to do one thing, right? Let me just try to make these buildings invisible over here, and I can just go ahead and do this to begin with. That's absolutely crushed. Okay, great. Can I get this cannon down? I'm not sure. Okay, my warden seems to be walking back up towards it for some reason. So we'll just have to deal with it, I guess. I wasted a bit of value, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. That's totally fine with me. And let me do one thing. I'll also start a log launcher to go over the multi-inferno, and I will try to do something a little interesting over here. Maybe I can try to push my king into this Rage Tower compartment just because of how compact it is, and then I can use my what's it called, my royal champion for this monolith with the rocket spear. At least that's what I'm thinking about. So let's just see if it really does work out as well as I'm imagining it would. So yeah, looks like there's a lot of dragon CCs over here. So definitely a little intimidating. Ooh, don't die, queen. My god, that is scary. Okay, I need to definitely get that king moving into that Rage Tower, otherwise I will be screwed over here. Yeah, so not bad. I will also poison up this back end over here. I'll go ahead and pop the rocket spear into this back end as well over here. I will also give her the skeleton spell just to protect her a little bit, and I should more or less end on the town hall. And look at that, like, we managed to snipe the royal champion without worrying about the potential for any skeleton traps in the area. Like, we didn't have to deal with anything. Like, we're ending on the town hall, sure, but like you can see, like, this is absolutely crushed. So there's no scope of error at this point. Like no, even if I just like rage quit the game right now, I will triple. Like, I'm able to dish out damage on the base one way or the other, and that's all that really matters. So very, very, very nice attack over here. Definitely it's worth it. Like, the way you use your warden fireball to erase like a compartment, where you're using the royal champion's rocket spear to just erase another compartment, which is kind of dangerous for our heroes. I think we could have done it with the hog puppet and the haste vial. It could have been the same. It could have maybe even gotten more value. Who knows? But the fact that I'm able to allow the royal champion to independently operate without needing to spend any extra spells on her, and the fact that I can just let her do her thing and then just focus on the rest of my heroes that are really taking damage, that is something which is probably very precious, and it can help you strengthen your fireball attacks even though it seems like it's not going to get as much value. The fact that you can chip away at multiple places on the base simultaneously without having to pay as much attention, that could break bases down very, very easily for you. So yeah, let's just keep that in mind. Let's just keep moving on. Alright, this is a base I've done long ago, I believe, and this is also a pretty difficult one for the fireball. Like, you need to settle for very little value and then somehow keep going from there. That's the gist of what needs to be done on this base. It's a little scary, but I don't think it's something that we cannot manage. Let's just try our best. So I will try to get the town hall, the clan castle out early. I'm not too concerned about the monolith after that, because I will have taken out the clan castle in a very safe distance. So let's just try to do this. I am aware that I'm going to be taking a lot of damage right now. I cannot afford to take too long over here. I know my fireball is not accurately placed over there, but I just, once again, as I said, I have to settle for less value. So just getting the clan castle out early is what's important to me over here. And what I will do from here on is I will just funnel my warden to kind of stick to the core a little bit more. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to do over there. And let me just think of what I really need to do on the rest of this base. I'm thinking I can save the rocket spear for the bottom if my warden does not already take care of it. And yeah, I'll just let my warden kind of hang around this monolith area. I don't think he will go right up to it, but I cannot be too sure just yet. So yeah, let me just, okay, I think I should be safe over there. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and start funneling my king and the queen into their respective compartments. Maybe I have to cancel this plan for the rocket spear. Let me rage up my queen as well, because she's obviously taking a lot of fire. And now let's see the moment of truth, whether the fire, okay, like warden is not going to the core, so no concern of that over there. Just need to be careful of the enemy queen and the enemy and the royal ricochet cannon over here. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me give a log launcher to the core, because like obviously I need access to the core. And yeah, the queen will be responsible for taking out the entire town hall area. Warden should pop the bottom invis tower. That's what I'm trying to say. I will rage him up so that he can continue on despite of things maybe not going exactly how he would want it to. I can start putting these super barbarians on the outskirts of the base. I will also give my king access back into this compartment so that he can continue to get value using his phoenix. And let me use the rocket spear onto this monolith on the back end. Maybe it's a little bit of an overkill, but at this point it's fine. Like, I'm sure we've got the triple in the bag. It's just a matter of securing the triple for sure. I don't think I need a lot of these resources, but whatever, like I'll just throw them in anyway. Yeah, that's great. Alright, I could not finish my troop, but I'll just have to empty whatever's left. So yeah, very convenient. Once again, don't be greedy with the fireball. Do not make the same mistake I made in my very first attack. I'm sure you can still get your triples. Like, you can still easily get it. You have now 2 heroes that are capable of dishing damage without getting into danger, so you can spend some time and think about it, and you can break the base down. It's not too difficult. Definitely give it a try. I'm not sure how many attacks we have left, but if this is the last one, then we'll just move right into it. Yeah, I checked. It's literally the last attack, and I believe this is a base which was recently used in some tournaments, and it's a bit of a tricky one. So once again, I'm going to follow that exact same principle. I'm not going to be greedy with the fireball. I'm just gonna go ahead and land a very convenient fireball onto this town hall, and I'm hoping, I know I'm being a little hopeful for this, but I'm hoping I can just go ahead and like honestly just make the town like get the king into this dense core somehow or the other, right? Like, that's all I'm hoping for at this point. So I'll just wait for the warden to kind of start attacking this visit tower, and I think this quake timing should be good for this fireball over here. Yeah, perfect. Now I just need to freeze up the town hall, otherwise I'm gonna end up burning through literally all of my healers. I will give a rage so that he quickly snipes the town hall before the enemy king comes over there, and that's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, so now I'll just give that one little headhunter, and we should be good to go over here. I will allow the warden to continue doing whatever he wants to. I'm not entirely sure just yet. Maybe I can do a complete hero dive on this one because of how dense this core is. And what I mean by that is I'm going to join with maybe a drill, or probably I can just have a siege barracks to funnel the outskirts on this base. So that is definitely an option as well for me. I need to keep an eye on my warden. That is definitely there as well for sure. So let me do one thing. I'll drop a siege barracks over here. Keep an eye on my warden. Ooh, rage tower has popped. Gotta be careful. So yeah. Anyways, I was saying I'll just do like this complete hero dive over here. Let's just try to make sure that these guys can get in, right? So let me also pop a rage onto my warden so that he can still survive. At least it's good that we've popped that core rage over there. And this should be very interesting, to say the least. Yeah, warden is tackling the right hand side of this base, and looks like king is all set to go ahead and use his gauntlet and absolutely abuse what he's good for in the core over there. And yeah, working wonderfully well. Queen should also follow up nicely with the I'm not able to talk. Frozen arrow. Frozen arrow is what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to delay my rocket spear a little bit over here so that we can get into some heavier structures. I know it's not ideal, but like at this point, you know what, might as well. I'm just going to even throw in rage for her and the invis spell for her, and she should be able to absolutely go ahead and demolish some structures for me with the help of that rocket spear. Like, yeah, like these guys have been sufficiently weakened. I don't have to worry too much, and not bad at all. Like, we'd experimented quite a bit with the rocket spear, and it's not entirely disappointing. Like, she is able to survive. I'm able to use her in a good way, and most importantly, you'll notice, like, if things do go right, you have a lot of time. So the tip that I keep saying, do not be greedy with your fireball, is even more applicable now, because you have much less chance of messing up. And that just goes to show, like, if you don't mess up, you can use your rocket spear so flexibly that you don't have to worry about things at all. I had 30 seconds left over there, despite of me commentating like this. I think I started getting used to it a little bit, and yeah, we just absolutely went and started smashing every other base. So yeah, just that one mistake at the start of the day, a little unfortunate, but we made sure to recover and got every other one down. So not a bad finish, not a bad finish at all. I'm pretty happy with that, and we'll just see how we end up on the day tomorrow or whenever I upload my next video. So yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.